Hello and welcome. This is Vickery's Verdict, the report by Mark Vickery from Rodney Parade, Newport County against Carlisle United on the 13th of February 2016. The attendance was 2,106. Pre-match thoughts. Not a pretty pitch today. That is conducive to pleasing football, so important to make the right decisions with the ball. The conditions: cold, light breeze, pitch looked worn and heavy after recent turbulent weather. Summing up our performance in one statement: hard working and always the more enterprising and disciplined side. Turning point: until a goal there was little in it, but County grew stronger after. County were forced into one change with Andrew Hughes injured. Scott Barrow returned at left back with Ben Davis slotting into central defence. Keeper Joe Day also returned to the fold after suspension in place of Mitchell Beanie, who was on the bench. County also introduced French player Jean-Christophe for his first full appearance in place of Dean Smalley, who played just behind the front two. Carlisle applied the early pressure, closing down well, and County were forced into a couple of errors with their passing. On 5 minutes, Atkinson got himself in a good position down the middle and blasted a hopeful effort, which was well read by Day. County eased their way into the game with some good moves on the left channel involving Aina. On 10 minutes, his slippery run took him past Atkinson, and his low, inviting cross to the front post was poked just wide of the left post by Bowden under pressure from Ellis. County were happy to absorb pressure and were snappy on the break, with Wilkinson and Bowden showing a good understanding. On 17 minutes, Wilkinson did well to peel off the defenders to retrieve a ball down the middle, and with space opening up, he blasted a good effort just wide of the right post from 30 yards. Carlisle persisted with direct play, using top scorer Iber to link up, and they created a couple of good situations from long throws, which County dealt well with. County continued to look the more mobile and enterprising team, with Rodman coming into the game on the right flank. On 20 minutes, Holmes initiated a decent counter-attack from deep, threading a decent low pass to Rodman. He carried the ball forward and supplied a neat pass for Bowden in space near the edge of the area. There was an opportunity to shoot, but he set up Rodman for first-time shot from 20 yards, which was well blocked by Rains. Carlisle were coaxed into a couple of untidy challenges, with County moving the ball around efficiently, and Ellis was booked on 26 minutes for a clumsy challenge on Rodman, checking his run down the middle. County had a great chance to forge ahead on 27 minutes when a direct kick out by Day caught the Carlisle defence sleeping. Wilkinson did well to glance his header beyond the last man, and Bowden snatched the loose ball but dragged his effort well wide of the left post, with only the keeper to beat. County were unshaken and maintained their grip on possession, with Byrne winning some good headers and tackles in midfield. County continued to look dangerous coming out from deep, to use their right flank, with Byrne picking out some good passes for Rodman. On 40 minutes, Carlisle had a half chance when County Rains thrashed a wild effort wide of the left post under pressure from Jones. Carlisle continued to bite at the challenges, and Comley was booked after another late challenge, this time catching Wilkinson with a late tackle. Carlisle started the second half better, with Iber getting his first real shot in on 47 minutes with a low drive from 25 yards that fizzed just wide of the left post. County kept probing away, using the channels effectively, but play was held up for nearly 5 minutes on 50 minutes when Scott Barrow took a late knock to his head in a challenge with right back Atkinson. Barrow was knocked out briefly and was stretchered off the pitch, with Donasian slotting into central defence and Davis adjusting to left back. County were unshaken and, if anything, picked up their game with better movement and tempo in the final third. County took the lead from a surprise move on 56 minutes, with a quick short corner on the right side paying dividends. Davis found Rodman, who tricked his way into the area and delivered a great cross from near the byline, which nobody took responsibility for, and Bowden ghosted in at the back post to stab home. Carlisle were on the offensive with some direct play, and Jones was booked for contesting an aerial challenge with Iber, which looked very debatable. Carlisle continued to be impatient with some reckless challenges made on the heavy surface. On 63 minutes, County created a bright move, turning defence into attack with some good exchanges in the middle of the pitch. Aina was again at the heart of the move, finding Byrne in the middle, and he released a good pass to the left channel to pick out Alito in space. He showed a good turn of speed, beating Atkinson on the left side of the area, and his low cross was poked just wide of the left post by Bowden. Aina continued to torment Carlisle with his clever runs and vision to make a neat pass. On 66 minutes, Aina cut inside from the left channel and played a great cross-field pass to pick out Rodman's run. He chipped an excellent cross to the back post, which was well read by Bowden, who saw his half volley from 10 yards well saved by the keeper Gillespie. Carlisle made some changes soon after to freshen things up, with ex-Accrington midfielder Luke Joyce replacing Sweeney, and Hallam Hope was brought on up front to replace Gilliard as they pushed three up front. County were forced into a change, with Alito taking a knock deep inside his own penalty area, allowing Klukowski an opportunity to shine. County maintained their energy and verve attacking the right flank, with Rodman seeing a lot of the ball, but he was denied on a couple of occasions, with Rains and Ellis alert to block inside the 6-yard area. County were close to a penalty award on 76 minutes when Rodman threaded a good pass to Wilkinson, who was tripped by Gillespie right on the edge of the area. Carlisle made efforts to push forward in the final 10 minutes, pushing defender and captain Rains up front. County had to scurry to defend a couple of long throws into the area from the right flank, but they became increasingly threatening on the break. On 83 minutes, County created a great counter-attacking move, with Aina hugging the left flank. He showed great vision to pick out the run of Bowden down the middle, and with a super pass inside the last man, and Bowden adjusted to turn away from Ellis, but his effort from 20 yards went just over the bar. Rodman was then booked for a clumsy challenge on Comley when tracking back to avert danger. Carlisle made their final change just after, with Asamoah replacing Aber. County continued to work hard to protect their lead and kept the ball well under pressure. Carlisle let frustrations get the better of them in injury time, with Comley catching Byrne late with a high challenge, and he was sent off for the second bookable offence. In the 7 minutes of injury time, Carlisle pressed, but County may have added to their lead with a slick move from deep, with Aina finding the run down the middle from Wilkinson. He managed to get his shot in ahead of Ellis from 12 yards, but the ball trickled past the right post and went to safety. County made a late change, with Dean Morgan replacing Bowden. County captain Mark Byrne was in the book in the final seconds when he crudely brought down Asamoah as he was about to exploit space down the middle. County kept focused and battled to the end and earned a richly deserved win and got a warm applause. Player ratings. Day 7. Solid performance today. Safe hands, made some good decisions with his punches and very effective with his kickouts from deep. Holmes 8. Disciplined game, made some sturdy tackles, timed his runs forward, distributed well, linking to give Rodman plenty of ammunition. Barrow 6. Was put under pressure first half and did well to stem the flow. Was a little untidy with his passes, but made several brave challenges. Jones 8. Dealt with the aerial play well and kept Asamoah quiet. Played some good passes from deep to pick out runs and unlucky to get a booking. Davis 7. Decent game. Put under pressure first half from some direct balls down the middle, but showed flexibility second half and was solid at left back. Alito 7. Had a quiet first half and was a little slow to react on times, but did better after the break, at the heart of several good moves, picking holes well. Rodman 8. Saw a lot of the ball today, ran them ragged with his strong runs, and with more decisiveness on crosses the score could have been more convincing. Burns 6. Not his best game, made some competitive challenges in the air and on the floor, and some neat passes, but struggled a little on the heavy pitch. Aina 8. Excellent performance, always felt when the ball went through to him something could happen with his pace, awareness and neat passing. Wilkinson 7. Worked hard off the ball and always a threat when he got facing forward to attack defenders. Showed a good understanding with Bowden. Bowden 7. Worked hard to retain the ball and provided an outlet. Could have had a few more goals today, especially at the front post, but got the vital goal. The SWOT analysis on the opponent's strengths. So little evidence today. They made sporadic raids from deep to flood the area and had plenty of aerial height from set pieces. Weaknesses. Defenders were caught out from several direct balls and looked vulnerable to pace and being ran at. Committed several untidy fouls. Opportunities. They went for the long throws and direct play first half and gambled with 3 up front late on, which made them more vulnerable. Threats. Iber was clever with his use of the ball. Reigns was robust on set pieces. Gillespie was cute with his set pieces on left peg. Officials. L. Collins 7. Found him frustrating on times, with much of the clambering and climbing being let go, but got the key decisions right. Man of the match. Jean-Christophe Aina took up some good positions to hurt Carlisle, was unperturbed by the difficult pitch. His vision and passing was key today. If you were Warren Feeney, what would you do? County could and should have won this game more convincingly. Such was their dominance in handling the sticky pitch better than Carlisle, making the right decisions with the ball and not least much better discipline. County worked hard off the ball, which was important, and were quick to turn defence into attack. County defended the predictable set pieces Carlisle offered very well and used the flanks effectively. Rodman had an enterprising game today, but sometimes overdid it, holding on to the ball for too long, when a first time cross would have caused more threat. County did threaten from direct play today, and with some good kickouts from Joe Day, and when they kept the tempo ticking over, they would always cause anxiety for Carlisle. County may have got a real find with Aina, who impressed today, and you always felt when he had the ball County would come alive and create. County now move on to Exeter away, who are struggling for form since losing their striker Nichols. It will be important not to sit back, to watch and let them play their neat game, but they keep their work ethic and pick holes with the creativity they now have. Thank you very much, guys. This is Vickery's Verdict. Hope you enjoyed.